think we're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. My name is Pamela Branch of PJB Law, PLLC. I have been in practice for 25 years, and my Richmond, Virginia practice specializes in labor and employment law. I represent Ms. Briana Foster-Newton, the former principal at Richneck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia. I want to thank each of you for taking the time to be here today. I am aware that there has been a lot of information reported publicly, some of which has not been accurate or precise. Today, I will be making a brief statement, but I will not be taking any questions out of respect for the integrity of ongoing investigations, potential litigation, and the fact that the students at Richneck Elementary just returned to school on Monday and are trying to regain some level of normalcy after a very chaotic past 4 weeks. First, Ms. Newton wants all of her former staff, students, and the parents of Richneck Elementary School to know that she completely understands how upsetting and traumatic it has been to hear what has been reported about the horrific shooting of Ms. Abby Zwerner on January the 6th. We certainly pray for Ms. Zwerner's continued healing process and all those who witnessed or were otherwise impacted by that shooting on that day. However, Mrs. Newton has also been very quiet dealing with her own dismay since the shooting on January the 6th. Mrs. Newton has received threatening voicemails wishing her ill. She has also been the subject of misinformed social media posts, but has remained calm, professional, and respectful throughout this entire ordeal. It continues to be reported that unidentified school administrators were aware that the 6-year-old student had a gun at school on January 6th and simply failed to act. Mrs. Newton has been assumed to have been one of those administrators. However, this is far from the truth. The fact of the matter is that those who were aware that the student may have had a gun on the premises that day did not report this to Mrs. Newton at all. I repeat, Mrs. Newton was unfortunately not one of the administrators who was informed by those in the school that day who had this critical information. I can confirm that Mrs. Newton is being reassigned to another position within the school district. She is still employed with Newport News Public Schools. However, she will always want what's best for the students, staff, and administrators at Richneck Elementary School, and wishes its new leadership a safe, productive, and positive remainder of the year. It's very easy to demonize people you don't know when in the midst of an obviously upsetting and traumatic situation for everyone, such as what happened on January the 6th. But I want to tell you who Briana Newton really is, not who she has been portrayed to be. This was Mrs. Newton's first year as principal at Richneck Elementary School, and she was prepared and excited to have a successful school year. Mrs. Newton has been an educator for 11 years and has spent the last 6 years with Newport News Public Schools as an assistant principal with the Discovery STEM Academy since 2018 and as a third grade teacher at the An Achievable Dream Academy from 2016 to 2018. Mrs. Newton was voted the Newport News Public Schools Elementary Teacher of the Year in 2018 by her colleagues, and she was recognized as the 2018 Teacher of the Year while at the An Achievable Dream Academy. She has been in leadership roles to address positive behavioral interventions and behavior management in the classroom. Most importantly, Mrs. Newton is a mother, she is a wife, and she is also a member of the Richneck community and should be regarded as nothing less than that. And so with that, I will end this conference and wish each of you a pleasant and safe rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Are you planning legal action like the information to the teacher?
I am not at liberty to discuss that at this time.
We have also been told she has not officially been reassigned anywhere. What is she just like in limbo right now with the school system?
She has not been officially reassigned, but she will be. When that's going to take place is between her and the division.
And for the record, she never knew any reports of a gun possibly on campus or actually on campus. She was never told that. Can you tell us which administrators were told that?
I cannot answer any other questions. What I can confirm for you is what I said in my statement, and that is, and the fact of the matter is she was not informed. She was not informed that the student had a gun, potentially or actually whatsoever, when she was on that particular day.
how does she feel?
Thank you. I won't take any other questions. Y'all have a great afternoon.